Hey everybody, Frank Fridelli here in West Palm Beach, out on the water on the Odyssey, owned by Captain Eric S. Queen. Can't be bothered to stop texting while we're recording the show. Just like that. This is day 11 of the 30-day video challenge, and I'm here with Captain Johnny, who is just the most badass sailor anybody's ever met in the history of ever. Johnny, tell us where you're from.
I'm from New Hampshire and lived in Vermont for my adult life, where I learned how to sail, where I fell in love with sailing. So I would say Lake Champlain was my teaching grounds.
And I noticed that you've got a sling on your arm here. What's going on with that?
Well, about 2 years ago, someone ran me over on my scooter, left me there. No witnesses and no word from them. They hit me and took off, but you know what? They left me with a great attitude, and my arm is paralyzed as a result, but I'm not going to let that stop me from sailing my boat.
That's a great choice to make. That's fantastic. So, you were telling me just a couple of minutes ago that you have no battery on your boat. You got no engine.
My engine stopped working about 2.5 months ago, and I stopped moving the engine around, and it seized up. So now I literally have to sail my boat on and off the dock, on and off the hook. And you know, 1,000 years ago, or I don't know exactly years, but many years ago, that's how they did it. They sailed everywhere. So,
But they didn't sail everywhere with one arm.
No, not most. You know, they got Captain Hook had one hand, I guess, missing, but you know, that's a fairy tale. Who knows if he's any real?
Right.
I'm the living Captain Hook.
And at least he had a hook.
Yeah. No, I've got an arm. It's there. It's pretty, but
it's a nice looking arm.
But it hangs out with me. It's my little friend. If I ever get lonely, I just hold my paralyzed hand. And,
that's nice. That's a sweet story.
You gotta have some friends, right?
So what's the furthest you've ever sailed?
I sailed all the way from Burlington, Vermont to here 3.5 years ago on a 42-foot Catalina that is anchored just across the bay here.
Nice.
So that was my experience coming down here, and with my boat, Vicky Lynn, I sailed her single-handedly, not only solo, but with one arm, from Morehead City, North Carolina, all the way to here. And that was quite an adventure, and I loved every minute of it.
You know, I was going to interview you next, Captain Queen, but I don't think you've got any stories to tell after this.
You should let me go first.
You got nothing. He's got nothing. All right, so that's it for me and Captain Johnny. Johnny, thanks so much for hanging out.
Yeah,
man.
no problem. Great to meet you, and you all have a great day, and God bless you all.
What he said. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Hey everybody, what's up? Frank Fridelli here again on the Odyssey, parked in West Palm Beach, Florida, and I'm here with Captain Eric S. Queen. Now, before we get into this, Eric and I first met in Shanghai, China. He was working a Chinese pod, and I was a potty, I guess you'd call it. And I was the blogger for the newbie blog. Here we are, nearly 10 years later, sitting on his boat, and Captain Queen here is about to circumnavigate the globe. Captain, can you talk about that a little bit?
Well, I mean, I think it's important to tell what I told my publicist, which is what you just said, circumnavigate, and the reality, and that I've been in Florida for 3 weeks, so maybe somewhere in between the two. But yeah, it's I don't know, what can you say? It's a boat. It's fun. It's.
But didn't you come from North Carolina, South Carolina?
Yeah, I brought it down from North Carolina in the middle of winter, which was definitely a thing.
They say not to do.
Yeah, apparently it's a bad thing to do in the cold weather. So yeah, three and a half, almost 4 months later, a lot of boat problems got here to Florida, and now just waiting on a good weather window to cross to the Bahamas.
So now there's an even more fascinating story behind this, if you can believe that. I want you to check out the Facebook page, the Maritime Lemonade Stand, where Captain Queen here is documenting his journey, where he will circumnavigate the globe, supporting himself by, I kid you not, making and selling lemonade. I'm not joking. Serious, true thing. But Captain Queen, am I forgetting anything? We just met Johnny. Johnny was amazing.
Johnny, yeah, definitely. That video is much more interesting than mine. You just meet these amazing characters. But yeah, I mean, Maritime Lemonade Stand. I don't know what else do I say. You're the talker here. I don't know. What do I say?
I'm the talker.
Yeah.
This guy.
With the gifts.
So this is a beautiful boat. It has no bathroom, however, and no shower. So if these things are important to you, Johnny's boat has both. Go to Johnny's boat.
There's the toilet.
There's the toilet.
And the shower.
Both. Not at once. That would be weird. It's already weird. Okay, listen, guys. You be good. Wait, Johnny said something that I wanted to remark on. I want to put him back on camera.
What was it about?
He had said something. He had a great mental attitude. What was that about? Oh, it was 90% mental attitude, 10% effort. Was how he got everything done. We're talking about a guy who sails into the dock with one arm and no motor.
I thought this was my show.
It's your show. It's your
What are
show.
we
But
talking
I'm
about?
following
I
up
got
on
two
the
arms.
on the thing.
My show should be twice
This
as good because I have two arms. He only
This
has one.
is. It should be. That's not my fault. Okay. So, what we do want to mention here, though, is that Captain Queen is under the expert tutelage of Johnny, the one-armed sailor, who is. I'm gonna link him in this video and the other video. But just seriously, we've been out here for like a half an hour. I've already met like 3 really interesting characters. Johnny, Captain Queen. I'm here, so that counts, I think. Yeah, look at this water. It's beautiful. Look at this. It's a beautiful boat.
Thank you.
It's fantastic. I love sailboats. I'm going to come down here and learn how to sail from Johnny.
Me too.
We'll see you soon. Hey everybody, what's up? Frank Fradella here again with you on the Odyssey, the boat of Captain Eric S. Queen. You know, when I knew him before, he wasn't a captain. Just a guy. Just a dude. DJ Eric, maybe. Anyway, so we're sitting here talking, and we come across, just in conversation, like you learn the meaning of a phrase that you've been using all your life and didn't give any thought to what it meant. And he was talking about how smaller boats, when he was learning to sail, they can tip over pretty easily, but the keel on this one is so heavy that it would take a lot to push it over. And I'm like, oh my God, that's what the phrase keel over means. It literally means that your boat would capsize and you would die. So the term keel over is the keel on a sailboat or a ship that would literally invert, and everyone aboard would, be dumped into the ocean, if not just outright killed. So that's one to grow on, right? And knowing is half the battle. The other half, killing. I've been Frank Fradella, and we've been aboard the Odyssey. I'll catch you next time. Take care.